Well, we were out having supper with my wife's aunt and uncle, and all of a sudden my security camera goes off saying that there's a person at your side. So I popped it open and looked. It wasn't a person, it was a goat. So my 3 goats were out running in the yard, and I was like, okay, weird. So I get my dad was nice enough to come over and put them back in, and he was like, yeah, I could hear the fence popping. And I was like, well, shoot, that means it's probably shorted out somewhere. So got home, and sometimes it's easier to find a short at night. You can actually see it arcing in the dark, and thought I'd take a little walk through here, see if I could find it. And I found it. Apparently, we lost a tree last night, I guess, and it annihilated my fence. Look at that. So I think, unfortunately, we have a funeral to go to tomorrow. So I think the goats are going to be getting penned up, and we're going to be cutting up some trees in a couple days. So stay tuned. Good morning. It is day 1, I guess we can say, of our little fencing project, and we're hoping to knock it out in one day. But today's going to involve a lot of cleaning up trees. So I've got a few things here that I'm getting ready to go. I got my chainsaws. So here is my MS-271 Farm Boss. It's a awesome little saw. Plenty big for most everything that we're gonna need. Then I have my MS-461, which I think is probably the best chainsaw I've got. It handles everything. Plenty big power. I bought that one a couple years ago. We had a tornado come through and tear out like 20 some trees, and they were all big, so I needed a chainsaw that could handle a lot of big wood. So I picked that guy up, and it's been great. Here's my little felling axe. It's actually, they call it a boy's axe, but I use that one-handed. It's got a little bit of a longer handle on it, and I use that for pounding wedges in case you get something hooked. I've got a pickaroon that I just picked up. This one's brand new. I haven't even stuck it in a log yet, so hopefully today we'll maybe use that. I got my chainsaw box here with my files, some extra oil, all the various little tools, some different scrunches, different torque bits. Got a brand new pair of bugs. Chainsaw goggles. They're mesh. They're not glass, so they don't fog up at all when you're getting super sweaty. I got some new chains, a big steel wedge. Sometimes you need a little extra oomph. I got some bar oil, throw line, in case I gotta get a rope around a tree and I don't want to climb up it. I can throw that line up there and tie off. And I got my chainsaw chaps, so we're pretty well ready to go there. Gonna get everything fired up and try to get started before, as soon as it gets daylight, I'd like to be out there and cutting some trees. So that's pretty much everything we're gonna use. I got my DeWalt cordless chainsaw that I think Laura's gonna be running. She's got some stuff in town going on, but when she comes back, she said she wants to help, so I think I'll put her on the electric chainsaw, and we'll see what kind of stuff we can get done. Stay tuned. So here's our mess that we have. This is the part I'm most worried about, is how this, we've got dead, dropped branches that have landed on live branches, forming a canopy. But all of this tree here that goes back, this whole tree fell down, landed right on my fence. So I gotta get this all cleaned up. First thing we gotta do is kind of assess what logs and limbs are supporting what others. I gotta take these trees out with a little bit of thought, because if I cut the wrong thing, it could send other stuff dropping right on top of me. So here's where we're kind of sizing everything up. But I think the first thing I'm gonna end up doing is coming in here and making a bunch of cuts on this log to try to clear it out of my way. And I'll take out this tree, try to get this guy to drop a little better for me, and then clean up all this little stuff. Looks like I'll have firewood in the ice shack this year. Cool. So while we got this tree up in the air, I'm gonna cut it into firewood sized chunks. That way it's easier for me to manage later. I'm just gonna cut my way down into the bottom of that tree a little ways. And then I'll start, gonna be careful not to hit the wire, because hitting a fence with your chain is bad news. It never ends well for anybody. And chainsaw chains are expensive. So we're gonna be real delicate around the fence and let her fly. These bug style safety glasses they take a little getting used to, because it's like you're looking through a screen window all the time. But it keeps the sawdust chunks out and they don't fog up, so they're kind of nice to use, especially on a cool morning like this. It's only 30 some degrees right now, and by our standards, it's cold right now. So that's actually a chainsaw that I rebuilt last fall. I blew it up. Don't really know what happened, but yeah, it lost all compression, so I tore that thing down to absolutely nothing. There was no parts. connected to each other. Put a new piston in it and ran it. And I was just running it on this tree that you saw, and it just kind of died out. Not sure what that was all about. And then I remembered it was middle of winter when I rebuilt it, so I never ran it outside. I never tuned the carburetor or anything, so I just kind of made some adjustments right now and got it sounding better. So I'm gonna use it, and we'll quarter up and cut up this log here and this limb, and I'll get add a little bit more to my firewood pile for the ice house. Then we'll hop in and we'll cut that tree. that's pretty much a wrap there, guys. We got some wood to clean up. Finally got that chainsaw running a little better. Takes just a little bit of tuning and some patience. And I think we're gonna go ahead and probably drop a steel T-post in right here. I'm gonna clip this one out and add some more insulators probably, and just take care of that. But as you can see, we got our tree moved out. Fence is back standing. I'm gonna go ahead and load up some of these logs and see if we can't get them out of here. It's gonna be tight, so I might try to clear a bit of a path so I can come in here with my little sled and drag them out. But yeah, you guys have seen me put T-posts in and put fence up, so that's nothing new. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out without the camera. But happy. We're gonna take a lap around the rest of the fence just to make sure there's nowhere else that it's down and shorted. But I love it in the fall, getting out there running the saws and doing tree work. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I used to do a lot more stuff with trees and climb trees and cut them and do some fun, interesting things like that. And you know, when I started the YouTube channel, I was like, ah, cool, you know, I'll be able to video some of that and show it off. And since I started the channel, I haven't climbed one tree. So but I'm sure those days are coming. You know, everything comes in cycles, it seems like. So stay tuned, and I'm sure I'll do one where I'm up in a tree cutting her down. Oh, look at that. Another limb down. I don't think we'll need the saw for this one. We'll go ahead and clear that out on our way back. Yeah. This fence line all looks okay-ish. Oof. That's got Widowmaker wrote all over it. And I'm pretty sure that this trunk that's holding it up is quite dead too. Ooh, that is scary. Cool. I think we're good to juice this fence, and after we make some little repairs, we can turn the goats back out. They love it in the fall too, because goats really like leaves. So in the fall, when all the leaves are falling, they go nuts and gobble it all up. So I'd like to get them out here soon. And in the fall, after the frost, the grass and leaves and everything get real sweet, so it drives the goats wild. They love it in the fall. So we're gonna get this fixed and get them back out here as soon as possible. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Well, in the interest of playing outside this winter, we're gonna take this little bit of wood we just chopped. I'm gonna get it split, and we're gonna find a nice place to stack it, so that way I can use it for firewood in the ice shack this winter.
just a little bit. Don't think it's gonna make much difference. No. In 4 months soon.